this game, we are going to be taking a look at a line that I've been testing out. So it's pending, upcoming. There is something in place, so this one is 100% coming out eventually. A book on the Benoni. So let's go ahead and see how my newfound love for the Son of Sorrow can work against multiple move orders. And in this case, for King's Indian players, it gives more flexibility in understanding how to play Benko and Benoni structures. You're not limited to just plans with E5. And I find that that is great. It makes you much harder to prepare for, and it can simplify what you have to know if you want to just go with a Benoni, like hybrid King's Indian move order. And frankly, like when you turn on the engine's like, ugh. But then you go a few moves and there's no crushing response for white. And correspondence games can show that the Benoni is actually holding up quite well with this delayed move order. So what are you going to do? Trade and help me out? No. You keep tension. Only way to really play for an objective edge for white. Now I'm going to fight for the center. Takes. And we have, like discussed in the last video, a key moment here. A memory marker. If you fail to put pressure on the opponent immediately, things are going to go bad. As you have an identified weakness on D6. So the dream that white has in these structures is typically, I want a bishop here, which is another reason for H3. It's a multi-purpose move, allowing the bishop to drop back and preventing our bishop from coming to G4, which is often a theme. This bishop often doesn't have a good square, so we're looking to trade it off and limit white's control over E5. It's a number of different elements going on. We're jockeying for key squares and being always mindful of this E5 break. So what should we do here? What's key? We often see moves like A6, but that'll just be met by A4, and we've passed. And one of two pieces needs to go on E8 in the Benoni. Either the knight, when the pressure is becoming too great on D6, we need to play for an F5 break, or rook E8. So if you're in too much of a hurry and choose the wrong piece, white can change plans, and then you're being in a world of hurt. So, critical position, B5. And after B5, we're left with weird options here. As the main way to go would be knight takes B5. Whereas after rook E8, castles, knight takes E4, a lot of the tension has resolved, and I'm not so worried about this position overall. White has a very, very slight edge. I would say that first move edge, but we have the bishop pair in a dynamic position with room to play. But so far in my online games, I have seen this happen a few times. Bishop takes B5. And they feel like they fell into an opening trap after knight takes E4, and things go badly quickly for the opponents. Takes, check. And I've got two different games to show here, both of which are relatively short. The first is against a 2500 rated blitz player, so quite good. This will show you how quickly things can go wrong. Bishop D2. Let's clip there. No castling for you. Bishop C3, trying to hold everything together, but what is the tactical problem in this position? Knight on E4 is not looking happy. Rook E8 with the pin. Simplify the win. F5, you're going nowhere, and my opponent saw fit to resign there already. Now the other game is against a 2100 rated player. After queen a5, they go knight c3, defending the bishop. So let's remove the defender. And again, we have this wonderfully placed queen that is stopping white's king from getting out of the middle. a4, missing the point, check. Keeping tension. And here probably bishop a6 is objectively better before I start going to hunt, but I like the free stuff, what can I say? Now, the only thing that could really be a problem is our Benoni pawn. So this is another critical position. We're behind in development, but we've got a pawn in hand. So we need to accelerate development here by gaining time. So first, bishop f5. We hit the rook. Now, what did I see? Bishop e4. Multi-purpose. Pressure on the very strong diagonal. After knight g5, which pawn should we take? Well, if we take the g pawn, it's going to give him time to coordinate. And he's hitting the f pawn. That would be greedy. Taking here, though, tempo and protection. The best moves in chess do everything. That bishop was a monster the past two moves, and it's going to be the reason I win the game, as my opponent puts the rook on a landmine square. And that'll do it for this one, with this little sneak peek into some Benoni ideas.